This spring, the city of Minneapolis released a draft of a plan called Minneapolis 2040. See, state law requires Twin Cities area municipalities to submit a comprehensive plan once every 10 years to the Metropolitan Council. Highlights of the Minneapolis 2040 plan include commitments to increasing affordable housing and public transportation while reducing racial disparities and the impacts on climate change, and a couple of battle plans for the war with St. Paul. The plan is currently open for public comment, which is great, but it might be hard to have an opinion without some historical context. Luckily, we here at Minnesota Tonight have managed to uncover a video made by the Metropolitan Council way back in 1999 promoting the new Minneapolis 2020 plan. Take a look.
Paris, New York, Tokyo, Rome, Minneapolis, all equally renowned for their place on the world stage in commerce and culture. Welcome to Minneapolis, our vision for a new millennium. Everybody's talking about Y2K, but the Minneapolis Metropolitan Council is already looking beyond the turn of the century to Y2K20. Our vision for the crown jewel of the upper Midwest takes into account the environment, transportation, urban planning, culture, and commerce. Go ahead, take the red pill, and find out what Minneapolis Y2K20 will look like. The environment. Minneapolis is known for our beautiful chain of lakes. And once the total depletion of the ozone layer leads to the desertification of America, we'll have to defend our precious water from the thirsty roving hordes. We'll be training local loons as freshwater guardians to make sure it's never closing time for our lovely lakes. Transportation. Minneapolis is home to some of the world's greatest infrastructure. The Twin Cities were once known for their comprehensive streetcar system. We're planning on bringing that back, but utilizing new 21st century technologies. Get ready for high-speed hover trains. We'll also be instituting a ferry system manned by robot gondoliers who will be impervious to the bites of the man-hungry mutant Mississippi River sharks. Urban planning. After we annexed St. Paul and covered in greenhouses growing hydroponic crops to avoid the acid rain, there will be a population influx into Minneapolis. We plan to alleviate the housing shortage by just making all the buildings taller. And like the iconic and everlasting Twin Towers of the World Trade Center glisten over New York City, Minneapolis's Fauché Tower will continue to represent the finest architecture a pyramid scheme can buy once we turn it into the Fauché Double Stack Tower. Culture. In the early aughts, Mayor for Life Prince Rogers Nelson will institute mandatory music education for all Minneapolis school children and issue funky purple jumpsuits to all public employees. And none of these developments would be possible without tapping Minneapolis's greatest resource, its people. Minneapolis Y2K20 will be both more diverse and more tolerant, the result of bonding while huddling together during the nuclear winter of '09, and not by forcing awkward conversations about race and inequality. Commerce. By Y2K20, America's most successful department store chain, Dayton's, will be the hub of downtown Minneapolis's bustling commercial district. Nicollet Mall will be thriving. And after the successful 1990 renovation, this pedestrian-friendly stretch of shops and restaurants won't need to be updated for many decades to come. Just ask future Minneapolis tour guide, hologram Mary Tyler Moore, as she shows you where something called a Kmart used to block Nicollet at Lake Street. Technology. By Y2K20, Minneapolitans will all be carrying little iMacs in our mini backpacks and we'll have some of the fastest phone lines in the nation to dial up the World Wide Web. Cyber commerce and culture are the wave of the new millennium, and you don't have to be Stephon Marbury to know that investing in it is a slam dunk for our city. But don't take my word for it. Let's talk to current Minnesota Governor Jesse "the Body" Ventura about his take on the Y2K20 plan.
If the Body were an old conspiracy theorist living in Baja, Mexico, the Body would say that Y2K20 will be a time of great political division, with oligarchical technology corporations intruding on every aspect of our lives and automation threatening to sow greater division between rich and poor. But don't worry, Minneapolis. It's 1999, the Body is still governor for at least 4 more years, and none of that stuff is gonna happen. The Body fully endorses the Y2K20 plan. The Body is happy to be addressing the mutant river shark problem now before they kill us all. Are we done? The Body's hungry. Let's go to Chi-Chi's.
Thanks, Governor. Y2K20 is going to be all that and a bag of chips for Minneapolis. And I'm sure, just like Santana featuring Rob Thomas says, all these developments are gonna be smooth. Welcome to the Millennium.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube video. Make sure you click subscribe to watch the best Minnesota-focused satire around.